Hey, this is Fee about them facts. How you doing? Okay, so it's Thursday night, and I really thought that I was not going to have to come on here and pose some questions, but I am watching Just Say No. And a couple of people had some theories that was, to me, not fully entertained or didn't go. I'll let you listen and then I'll chime in. So here we go. It's I'm going to start. It's two of them that I've listened to that I kind of want to chime in, and then I'll listen to some more tomorrow. This is the LL Cool Clay fella. Let's check him out.
I ain't trying to get on here and blow my horn or something. So last night, or the night before last, when I got off here with you, I was late calling my mom and checking on her. She's 87 years old, right? Okay. And she was like, "Why you calling so late?" And I said, "Well, I was on this YouTube thing with this dude, man. We talking about the YoungDolpH, and she had
oh, hold on. I did read that. I forgot. I told no, I read that. I actually looked at that today. I did see that.
My mom's 87 years old, man.
Shout out to Sco.
Lady, she goes to church every Sunday, the big church here in Memphis called Bellevue. Yeah. And she and her best friend, I ain't gonna say her name. Okay. Her best friend is her son-in-law is one of the lead detectives on this case.
Okay. So your mom's friend's son-in-law. Your mom's friend's son-in-law is one of the lead detectives on this YoungDolpH murder case.
And I ain't gonna say his name either. I could send it to you in a private message. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah.
Now I like LL. I think he a cool fella, but he really giving me, DA undercover vibes. But who am I? Who am I? I mean, he just giving me some popo undercover. But let's go. Let him talk.
Good Christian lady. She goes to church every Sunday, the big church here in Memphis called Bellevue. Yeah. And her best friend, I ain't gonna say her name. Okay. Her best friend is her son-in-law is one of the lead detectives on this case.
Okay. So your mom's friend's son-in-law. Your mom's friend's son-in-law is one of the lead detectives on this YoungDolpH murder case.
And I ain't gonna say his name either. I could send it to you in a private message. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you would know that I'm not bullshitting. But I don't want everybody else after because I don't want to get the dude in no trouble. Because I personally, I've tried to reach out to him in a slick way, but I don't think he wants to talk about it. But this is what my mom said. So she said, "Why you so late calling me?" I said, "Well, I was on this show on YouTube." Okay. She said, "Well, YouTube was out. It was about the YoungDolpH murder." She was like, "Oh yeah, Geraldine." Well, I haven't said the lady's name, but her best friend, Geraldine. so Geraldine, she said, she said her son-in-law is one of the lead detectives on the case, and he said that they already know who did it, that it's a gang related, and that it's going to be something. They're building a case against whoever it is now. That's all she said. So I said,
but you hearing that it's gang related?
Yes, and that's what I'm hearing on the street too. So and this is from some young bucks that I know. From my little nephew's Pyru, man. So he's out there in those streets. When as soon as Dog got shot, his post, but he was kind of laughing about it because I guess the Pyru Bloods, they don't like Dog. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't get all mixed in that, but they was making some, But anyway, so I ain't gonna stay long, man. I got.
Okay, so let's pick up right there. So let's entertain that it is gang related. Okay. We can kind of entertain that for a minute. Seems like the Jason guy got killed in the mall. him and his baby. Possibly been gang related. The car left and was picked up a day or two. Somebody on that street was killed, possibly gang related. They said that the white Mercedes was involved with a shooting. One person died, and somebody's mama lived that was supposed to be tied to CMG. So gang related, possibly. All this is allegedly. This is just me playing with this in my head based on what LL Cool, what's his name? Cool Clay said. Okay, so because as far as I'm concerned, right now, I'm not saying that it won't change, but right now, all roads lead back to Makeda'S, not Makeda'S. Okay, so they had. Okay, so it was 3 employees there. Makeda'S brother, real brother, the alleged, the girl who took the order. Who was the third person? Because I thought it was a cousin. Who was the cousin? Could the hit could it have been intended for the cousin? And it was just bad timing for Dolph. Is that a possibility? Sure, that is a possibility. Because shortly after that, a bunch of little young folk got killed, starting from the mall in Covington, that spot. So, okay, I can roll with that. But it still leads back to Makeda'S. It still leads back to, it's something on that tape that Maurice don't want to come out. They still protecting somebody. Now, if it ain't Maurice, then who is it? Why is everybody trying to remove Maurice from the scene? Why are they not naming the people who was in Makeda'S? They gave up the girl. They said that the baby who died from leukemia, real brother, was back there. So who's the third person? Is third person Maurice? Is third person who? Because she said, Maurice said they wanted to know, well, who was it? So it was kind of almost like they knew something was going down. Maybe they had threats. Maybe the ongoing beef. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know, because they change their stories all the time. But if LL Cool Clay is being honest, because Raven kind of made hint to they knew who, they know who they looking for. She wished they'd go ahead and go on and arrest him so people would come out for them so we can apologize to her. Because I will apologize. But I think you play, well, anyway, I ain't gonna make excuses. I'm just, if they're not involved, but if they covering for somebody in their family and all they could have done was kept their mouth closed, then you brought this heat on yourself. So for right now, that's where I'm going to leave this based off of LL Cool Clay, saying that they already know. I believe they do know. I believe that that's probably why they're not giving us the footage information. That's why they're not giving some details that they should have been given. But I still think Maurice is shiesty. I saw a video. He looked really, really suspect. And if you knew that there was a possibility that the place was going to get hit up, if y'all had gotten threats, then you should have closed down that day if the crime is that bad in Memphis. But let me go on to the next person.
If Makeda'S had any involvement in it at all, they got all the cameras. All these wannabe detectives. That's cool. It's if you're passionate about something, go after it. Go get after it. Go dig some stuff up, because a lot of murders get solved by internet detectives.
Well,
And so if being keeping it real, if there was any conspiracy, because that's exactly what it would have to be. It would have to be a conspiracy with that whole family in that cookie shop, everybody involved. It would have been a conspiracy, and they would have had to know that he was coming to the store and what time he was going to be there. Murders get solved by internet detectives.
Well,
And so if being keeping it real, if there was any conspiracy, because that's exactly what it would have to be. It would have to be a conspiracy with that whole family in that cookie shop, everybody involved. It would have been a conspiracy, And they would have had to know that he was coming to the store and what time he was going to be there. If they was going to kill him and anything happened on the inside of the store, the cameras, they would have already done figured it out. And they would, and Raven and all them folks would have been locked up already. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. And when this comes out soon, they're gonna make an arrest soon. You just
I want to say this when
I tried to go on away from LL Cool Clay, but he said something else. So now you know, and I know, and we all know that they don't necessarily, them feds and don't necessarily arrest you if it's a bigger case involved. If there's a possibility that it could be organized crime, they're going to build a case. They're going to let them operate, and they're going to watch them get footage and create a trap. So don't act like they would have been arrested by now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now, we know that they just don't arrest them because this is way bigger. Ain't that what y'all been saying? Than just a shoot 'em up, bang, bang, a drive-by. This way bigger than that. They looking for, what did y'all say? The, what y'all call them? The higher-ups. So how you know Maurice ain't a part of the higher-ups with that elk lodge hat he wear on his head? Don't do that. Don't play us like that.
the minute they found the vehicle, they showed the damn house and the car. They showed us whatever they know. They seem to go out to the news to help solve the case. Ain't that what the police and the homicide detectives do? They put what they know out to the news and get help whenever they got a case that's not really moving as fast as they need
no
to.
help. They don't need no help. They know who did it. They just got, but now
Bam.
It's a different story when you go to convict somebody in the court of law. You gotta have your ducks in a row. You can't just go.
Which is why they haven't arrested them and shut them down. You prove what I just said.
Hit the fan real soon.
My point in case, I guess if I just would have waited a little bit, I wouldn't have had to come on and say that, because he just co-signed what I was saying. Yeah, they would allow them to continue to operate. And then you know how they do. They're going to bust everybody's door in at the same time. Okay.